Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. So in this video, ladies, I'm going to be telling you why you keep choosing these terrible guys to date. Okay, why you keep choosing the wrong guys. Now, before I even start this, I already know there's going to be some ladies who watch this who are going to get upset about what I'm about to say. Hopefully, most of you will watch through to the whole video because I just want to give you guys some real talk. All right. So one of the reasons why you are, having trouble finding the right guy, or why you keep dating these guys that are not, the type of dudes you want to be with, is because there's certain things that, you're doing as far as like, the way that you're thinking, the way that you're going about certain things that are giving you these outcomes, right? So what happens is that you a lot of times will be dating the same type of dude. Meaning you're consciously choosing the same type of guy. So you might be saying, well, how do I know that this guy's going to be this way? I don't really even know him yet. We just met, whatever. But what happens is that while you're dating him, or while you're on the date, or while you've been seeing him a few times, you start to see certain red flags. You start to see, certain things that aren't that great about this dude, right? But what happens is that you ignore those things because you are focused on some of the good aspects of the guy, right? Now, it's one thing if, some of the red flags, or let's say, like, you could say the bad aspects is something minimal, like, let's say he leaves the toilet seat up and that's the only thing that is annoying about this guy, then that's one thing. But there's certain things that that you're not comfortable with, that you don't like, that you see is, that might be a deal breaker. But because you are invested in this guy, because you've been seeing him for a while, because you actually start to like him, right? You ignore all of those things. And then you end up being in this relationship. You see what I'm saying? So you end up staying with the same type of guys that you were with before. Because also that becomes like your comfort zone. You're comfortable in that situation because this is what you know. Even though it may not be the best situation, this is what you know. So you continue to stay in that situation. See, the thing is, you may know that the situation isn't that good, but you still stay, right? And see, that's one of the big things, is that you don't move on. You don't try to find a better guy. You keep staying with the same type of dude, right? Then you end up leaving that guy, you get with another guy, and the other guy is on some other BS too, and you stay with him. See, it's one thing if you get with a guy, you notice that there's a whole bunch of BS, and then you quickly leave. But this is not what you do. You continue to stay around, you think you can change him, you think he's going to change, and then you continue to be in this nonsense that you're in. Also, what happens is you might have a guy who actually is a good guy. Another guy you may be dating that's a cool guy, but you're sort of basically taking him for granted. It's not that you don't like him, but you're just taking him for granted because everything is just sort of smooth with him. Now, the thing is this, is that a lot of times when things are going smoothly with a guy, you don't think much of it. But your focus a lot of times is on when things aren't going smoothly with a guy. So let's say you're dating two guys. One guy, if things are going smoothly, the other guy, things aren't going that smoothly. You focus more of your attention on the guy where the things aren't going that smooth, because you're so comfortable with the guy where the things are going smoothly, right? But also what happens is that the guy where the things are going smoothly, even though you like him, you're still sort of apprehensive about that situation, or taking it to another level, because you may be scared that, this may not work out, because since he's so good, you may not be used to being with the guy that good. And that scares the hell out of you. So what you do is you continue to waste time and, give attention to the guy where it's not so good, because that's what you're used to. That's your comfort zone. You see what I'm saying? And you still stick with that dude. You still stick with the guy where it's not going that well, and you take for granted the guy that it is going well with. And a lot of times what happens is that guy that it's going smoothly with and you take for granted, he ends up leaving sometimes because he starts to realize that he's being taken for granted because of the way that you're coming at him in certain situations based off of your fear of it not working out with him because you think you don't deserve that good situation. You understand? And, you know, another thing that makes the situation not work with these guys, or the reason why you keep getting in situations with guys who aren't that great, is because you yourself are doing things that are attracting these type of guys, or what's happening is that you are doing things or have done things in the past, and that karma is catching up to you. Now, I know some people don't believe in this stuff, or, you know, but on a spiritual level, what's happening is that if you've been playing a whole bunch of games of guys, lying to guys, flaking on guys, doing a whole bunch of, you know, crazy stuff, that is coming to bite you in the ass. That's coming back around to get you in the situations that you are in with the women, with the guys that you're dealing with. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that the reason why you are having trouble in these situations a lot of times when it comes to you dating guys and doing all this other stuff could be because you also are participating in doing nonsense, just like the guys that you are pointing the finger at, complaining that they're doing nonsense. You're attracting and indulging in the same type of situation that you're dishing out. You see what I'm saying? Because, see, this is the thing. When you get to a certain state of mind where you say, listen, I actually want better for myself. I actually want to, you know, have a good relationship with a guy who's a good guy who's going to treat me good. What's going to happen is you're still going to run across guys who are going to be on some BS. You're still going to run across guys who you think are not that great. But what's going to happen is because you've made a decision to not be on any BS and to not deal with that type of behavior, you will not take it anywhere with these guys. You will cut them off immediately, and you will actually focus on dealing with guys who are better. You see what I'm saying? But because you have, or you still indulge in doing crazy nonsense, you understand? Like, you may be lying to guys, you may be treating guys bad, you may be taking advantage of certain guys, you may be flaking on dates and doing all this other stuff because you're indulging in that, right? And you've made that part of your energy and you're okay with that. That's why you're also receiving that back, and you're also, taking that too. Because by you saying it's okay for you to do that, on a subconscious level, you're saying it's okay for them to do that to you too. Because that's the level where you're at. You understand? But if you have higher self-esteem, if you say, I'm only going to accept this, this, and this, then that's what you're going to bring into your life. But because you are also doing certain things, because you're accepting these messed up things from yourself, you're also going to be accepting those messed up things from the guys that you're dealing with. And this is why you're having trouble finding the right man. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do two quick things. One, I want you to click the link below and send me your questions. If you have any questions on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. And two, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, 7 highly effective steps for finding and keeping a man. And I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.